Hi, welcome. I'm going to start with a story or how I came about to meet Hilarious. Out of my six siblings, I have four sisters, and right about the time I started waking up in the late 80s, early 90s, my oldest sister and my youngest sister, we were all living in the same town, and we all started waking up together, and we all pretty much hung out together. Their husbands and my wife Georgianne. So the six of us pretty much hung out together. And then when Georgianne and I went out on the road in 1990, still traveling from Chicago to LA, we'd still see them a lot when we were here in Southern California. And so they turned us onto this book that they had got. Cynthia, my youngest sister, she got this book from this new age bookstore she used to frequent. It was called the Bodhi Tree. I think it's still in like West Hollywood. I think it's still there. But that's where she used to hang out a lot. And the book was called ET 101. And it's online. Matter of fact, you can download it from online on a PDF form. And I just a couple years ago I downloaded it and reread it. But when we initially read it in the early, I think it was about 1990, 91, it was in just a little small booklet, spiral booklet, tiny little thing, not real massive, thick book like that. But anyway, it was really cool. I highly recommend checking it out. I really, really, really recommend checking it out. Download it. You can go to ET101 on Google ET101 and you can download it PDF form and read. It's a quick read and it's very humorous and entertaining, but really to the point of who we are and where who I am, who you guys are, because you're here interacting with me. So I say we, who we are, and you'll get it, you'll like it, you'll enjoy it. I truly know you'll enjoy it. But anyway, at the back of the book, and now mind you, we got the book from my sisters, and actually they had bought us a copy knowing that we coming in and out of town and who we were to them. They bought us a copy, so when we saw them, they gave us our copy, and the whole nine yards. So Georgianne and I read it, and at the back of the book there was a perforated page that you can tear out, and it was like a census. I think they called it a census. But basically, it was a form that you can tear out, read it, and fill it out, check boxes and this and that, and mail it back to the publisher, to the author. And basically, what it was reporting for duty. When you read the book, you'll know what I mean. I'm not going to go into the whole thing about what ET 101 was. It just that was one of the steps in us meeting Hilarious. Well, after we sent that form back into the publisher, the author, uh, she responded to us, and we started having the interaction because we were checking in, quote, reporting for duty, in our mission here on planet Earth as, quote, light workers. And she mailed us a copy of this newsletter, this little multi-page magazine slash newsletter called Lightspeed. And Lightspeed was published by the group of beings that were, I think they were in Hawaii at the time, either Sedona or Hawaii, one of the two. They originally in Sedona and then they moved to Hawaii. But this group of beings were the ones that published Lightspeed, and they were also the ones that channeled Alarius and Polaria. And at the time, it was two of them. Alarius was channeling through the male body, and then that male body's partner was channeling a being known as Polaria. And that's how we met Alarius, by checking in and reporting for duty. So I share that because what I want to say is there's 7 subscribers to this channel. I'm assuming, and don't like to assume, but I'm going to assume that you subscribe to this channel because there's something here that resonates with you. There's a frequency here that resonates with you. And you consider yourself a light worker, because there's 50 million channels in the spiritual / New Age community on YouTube. There's a zillion channels on YouTube about anything and everything. But if you're subscribed to this particular channel, there's a resonance here. And that's exactly how I expect it to be. So I'm just going to be forward and say, because I've said it before, if you're here, it's because you're supposed to be here. From my perspective, I'm not speaking for you, but from my perspective, the fact that you're here, you were led to be here. You're the big you and the big me got together and put us together, me and you, here on this format. And you've heard me say before that prior to us incarnating on the higher dimensions, we all set this up. Set up our light codes, the timing to be activated at a certain time. So, and then I can watch the activity on the channel and know that you're here. I know that you're participating. The last video that I published 2 days ago has got 11 views on it. The one for Imagination, Your Fifth Dimensional Mind. That's as many views as the introduction. And the introduction, the first video, and the very last video that I've done have the most views out of the 16 videos that I've done so far. So, and then I can, go on my channel and look at the analytics and the activity, and I can see, things that are interesting, what interests people, what doesn't interest you, not just people, but I'm speaking to you, the group that's here, participating, engaging with me through this medium. What I would really appreciate is if you would let yourself be known to me. Comment. Some of the videos there's likes. There's one person has commented. Her name is Ann Armstrong, and I'm not outing her because every one of you can look at a video and read her comment and see that her name is Ann Armstrong. She lives in England, which I think is very cool because we're worldwide. All of us light workers and this little group here, we're from all over. I'm in Southern California. I would really appreciate if you guys would check in simply by making a comment. I would like some feedback because this is about me serving you. This isn't about me making a YouTube channel and becoming famous, because that's not what it's about. You guys know that enough. You've watched enough of these videos to know my sincerity, that this is about me serving you. My perspective is so much larger than the small story, ego, and vanity of YouTube and being a YouTube content creator and yada, yada, yada. I'm not trying to make any money because these aren't monetized. You know, if I wanted this thing to really grow, I could hook up with the channel Higher Self, which I subscribe to, and I could publish these videos through Higher Self and get a lot broader, which I might do because there might be people there that are waiting for this. So, but that's neither here nor there right now. I'm speaking to you guys that are here right now, the 7 of you. I would really appreciate it as a group and as a little small community. Talk to me. I'm here. I'm here to serve you. Uh, ask me questions. Yeah, and not that I have all the answers, but any question that you ask me, I will give you a big story perspective. Ann said something the other day, and well, first of all, Ann said in the very first comment / communication she ever did, she said she was led to this channel, which I knew she was, which I know you all are. And I thank you for following Spirit to this channel. You didn't even know that you were following Spirit, but you were being led by the larger you, the big you, to come here. And you're still here because, like I said, just the last video published 2 days ago got 11 views. And so it's like, I know you're there. I would ask you to check in with me. I'm not the boss. I'm not the quote leader. But you're here because you're supposed to be here. And like, basically, I'm Michael Green. I'd like to know who you are. I'd like to have a dialogue with you. I'd like to have an interaction with you, a conversation. Because I know you have something for me. There's something, we all have a piece of the puzzle. I made a comment. This isn't what I was going. This is not how. What I'm saying right now is not how I had it laid out in my head. Oh, but before I say this next thing, one of the things that I noticed is the shorter videos get more views than the longer ones. So I need you guys to tell me if you would prefer me to keep my videos, because you know me, I can ramble. I just follow Spirit and I'll talk until it feels done, and then I go, okay, until I'm done with the data, the download that I get from Big Me, the channeling. I'll just keep talking until I'm done. But what I can do, if it works for you guys, but you got to let me know, I can shorten the videos, because what I can do is I can watch the timer on the bottom of the screen and get it a certain amount of minutes, and then I can pause it. I can end it and then just start the next one. And it can be a part 1 and a part 2. So where you don't have to sit and listen to me ramble for close to an hour, or 40 minutes or whatever. But I would like to know that. I really would appreciate some feedback, because we're in this together. Okay? I really sincerely, we're in this together. I made a comment in a video, a couple, 2 or 3 ago. What was I talking about? Oh, I think it was when I met the voices in my head, which curiously nobody has watched yet. It's one video, I think it's the only one, or one of the few with 0 views. And the title of it is The Voices in My Head. And believe me, I laughed when I got the title, when the title came to me for that, I laughed and I laughed, and I still think it's the cutest, most provocative title of all the videos, the voices in my head, but nobody's watched it. And it's really important video, you know, and but again, it's up to you guys. Uh, I think it was like 48 minutes, so maybe it was just too long and nobody was curious because of the time, the length of the video. But I admonish you to watch it. Hell, if you get tired of listening to me, pause it for a while and you can always go back to it. That's just a great thing about this technology. You got a pause button. I'm not going anywhere. Once I'm on the screen, on your screen, I'm not going anywhere. You're the one controlling it. You're not required to sit and listen to me speak from start to finish. Listen to me for 10 minutes and pause it and go do something else. When you want to interact with it again, come back and hit the pause button and start it up again. But I would really like, more than anything, I'd like to know who you guys are because you're part of my group. Like I mentioned when I met Tashiri Tashirin, and she's part of my soul group, my soul family. Not the larger group, but you guys, we're all close. You wouldn't be here if we weren't in this now time. And uh, like Anne has said that she'd like to connect. She'd like to be able to talk other than just through, because lately, so far, we have been just talking through her comment. She commented on two different videos, and then I replied, and we've had interactions that way. But then yesterday, I was looking at the channel, and I saw this one spot. Like if you go to the channel, and you see where the headers underneath where you got videos and playlist and this and that and then about me, there's that one part about discussions. So I clicked on that and I looked at it and was understanding what it was, and it's a format that we can have a dialogue. And I think we can have, because I don't do Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. I don't do you know social media. But it looks like, and all we can do is try it out. I did leave a message there for all of you. If you go to the discussion section of my channel, there's a message there for you. And basically, let's try it out. Make a comment, leave a reply, or say something, and I'll respond to you. And then we'll see if it's how much delay or if it's a real-time communication. That would be way cool. Like we're like basically emailing each other back and forth. We can have as close to a real-time conversation as possible. That would be cool. But what I would ask that if you do make a comment on the video or go to the discussion section of the channel and quote check in, all I ask is your name and where you're from, where you're geographically located on the planet. That's really all I need. I would like to know. I don't need to know it, but I would like to know it. And your YouTube handle, whatever it is, that's your business. If you would indulge me, I would like to know your real name. That's you're not required, but I'm just asking as an indulgence, a favor. Just tell me who you are, you know. And I honor and respect you for you being you, because we're all in this together. This is nothing about what I was going to say. I mean, up until I start talking, I think I have it in my head until I start talking, and then I start channeling the big me and saying what just comes to me, not what me spirit, the little me, whether it be the little me spiritual body or the mental body, trying to predict and control and work shit out. Because I even have my tablet here, right here, because I was going to jot some information down and to share with you some information I got, and then I never did jot it down. I just turned the camera on, and it's just I have to follow spirit. This is so basically. I'd appreciate if you guys would check in because I know you're there. I'm watching your activity on the channel, and I know there's something here for you. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. So if we're in this together, let's just be together. Let's have a dialogue. Let's have an interaction, a conversation. Uh, the last thing I want to say, and then I'm gonna cut this. Matter of fact, no. I'm gonna end this one, and then I'll start another one because I want to share about the synergetic entity. Okay, so this will be part one. I'll end this and I'll start another one. Talk to you soon. Okay, bye bye.